I'm streaming. I'm live right now. I am 30 frames per second. That's great. So now I'm going to go up here, and it still is not working. It seems like YouTube. Why are you not working? YouTube. Oh, because the title is Goodshivers live stream. So how do I do chat then? How am I supposed to do chat here? View event. Oh, I go into the actual and then I have to turn that off. And now I'm in the chat. Okay, so I have to actually click into the thing and now say hi. Ah, there we go. So I'm live with that one, and then Twitch is also, this works too. I think so. Yeah. That's how I'm on Twitch right now. And am I on? And I'm on YouTube as well. Well, that is just amazing. Oh, and I can do 1080. Woof. That's pretty good quality. I mean, it's not bad. Okay, great. So I'm on. So YouTube is live. That's working. I have access to chat. This is live. I have access to chat there. And now I just need to just play some freaking music. And then I can chop it up and grab it later. And I need to figure out a way where I can get my vocals into Ableton not delayed. So I'm not really sure what to do, but I'm just gonna play some piano now. Want more verb. I want to feel like I'm in a room. I wonder if I also put compression on that, what that would sound like. Wow. That's just totally different. That's just absolutely different. And so I'm just putting it a tiny bit in. I'm not doing a ton. You can still hear it for sure, but it's not cranked. Right? It's not cranked at all. Compression makes the sound meteor. Meteor. It sounds meteor. It gives it more body. What's fun with reverb is that if you start at the bottom and you just slowly fade it in. Is this still on 1? Yeah, this velocity curve is still 1. I've got to figure out how to change the velocity curve with the piano because it's a little bit too sensitive. I don't want it to... Velocity sensitivity. So there it is right here. Take a look at this. Ableton. I need to make you big. And then you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, you see this? This velocity sensitivity. Now that's into that. Okay, so that bites. I like that. Maybe a little bit more. Too much verb. I can just hear too much verb. I could also just make it shorter, so that make the decay time less, and then turn it up more. But I kind of want the decay. That sounds right. And now I'm gonna crank the limiter. Now I don't like the sound of the compression. It's too flat to me. And now it's too quiet. I'm gonna crank that guy. Ultimately, when I want that to, I want to be able to bring that out to a certain amount of a certain rise and fall, a certain I want it to get louder as it goes. So if I don't get the velocity curve right, then I can't do it. Ultimately, when I dig in a certain way, the sound that I'm trying to get out of it is just like what I want out of the piano. And why aren't I playing the real piano, you say? Well, it's not tuned. And I've got to tune it. And I don't want to tune it. This is kind of nice too, where it's just like all set up in front of the computer. But ultimately, I'd love a real piano. I mean, give me a Steinway Grand. And give me 3 camera angles, and I'm all set. And microphones. That's still not sensitive enough. now that bit too hard, right? So that I'm getting the sensitivity that I want, but then when I make it louder, it's just a little bit too loud. So it's all about what I'm trying to do right now is dial it in. I'm trying to dial it in. I'm trying to make it feel better, make it feel right. And it's... a little bit more drive to give it a little bit more life. Whoa. Now I like the life, but it's too loud. And now I'm going to try to make it more meaty. A little bit too much drive. A little bit brighter, so I don't think you can see this. There's an extra stream that I just popped up here. And now I want a different type of reverb, so let's see. Too big. Just want a hall. Nice hall. Too much compression on the verb. Make it the longer decay. Still quiet, pretty quiet. Getting closer. I like how that feels. I like how that sounds. It still feels fake to me. Well, and then I also have a delay because I have to, as I'm live streaming, I have to send the audio through a different routing, which makes it slower, which is frustrating. It's not too bad. It's just a little bit delayed more than if I would actually play on the piano. Cut the bottom. You don't really need anything under, like 55 hertz is like in your chest, right? So you can see that we've got some lower frequencies. You just don't really need them. and especially since everybody listens through earbuds or or headphones or just their phone. You know, that's not gonna have a subwoofer in it, so it's not gonna be like when you're in a club and like it's like beating in your chest. That's like 50. You'll feel like 50, and then once you get up to 100 hertz, that's more like the kick of a kick drum, as opposed to like the physical motion of a low frequency, really just like throbbing in your chest. 100 is about a kick drum. So if you roll off everything underneath 50, you're pretty much totally fine, unless you're doing like club bangers, in which case you need to make sure you have your room all set and everything all figured out. But you probably don't even typically need anything underneath, 100 unless you're trying to get that driving beat and that big kick sound. That bites too much. That it's too sharp. It's too. I don't know if that's maybe the actual piano that I've chosen. Oh, I can go mellow. Let's see. Why is that? Oh, it's just too loud. Too loud. I want to put the EQ before the limiter. It's too crushed. It sounds too crushed. Just too crushed. It sounds too crushed. It is peaking. Oh, this. It's a little too much. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe the sensitivity. You see what I'm hearing there? It is jumping out at me really weird, which I don't understand. I'm gonna make the velocity curve normal on this keyboard, and then listen to the compressed version only. Whoops. It sounds super harsh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up the threshold. I don't know if the threshold is so low. It's too loud. It's just too loud. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get the compressor to do something. I want the compressor to act. I don't want it to act too much, and I don't want it to act too little, because I want to hear how it reacts. So notes can get through fast. But I want them to be still way too harsh, but keep in mind, this is just the compressed version. So I'm going to be able to add back the original version. This is supposed to be the smashed version that then helps fill up that pipe, as opposed to having loud things right next to quiet things. This is just like you're listening to the radio, and all of a sudden you're listening to a song, you're like, oh, it sounds good, I like the volume level, and then the ad comes on, and it's like super loud. They just compressed the heck out of it. That's what they did. Because they compressed it, they smashed all those loud things down, then they could turn everything up, so it just feels like it's right in your face. Where am I right now? Okay, so it still feels like I have a little bit too much loudness, so I'm going to turn this down to my sensitivity. Yeah, that feels good. And this is just the compressed version again. Let's take a look and see how much it's taken off. Now that's not too smashed, although it sounds smashed. So now I'm going to try to blend it in a little bit more. Completely take it out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make that 100% wet, so all the way on, and then I'll turn that down, and then I can turn the piano back up. Turn off the compression. So without the compression, there's more of a difference between the louder and the softer. Phone's not working. Oh, it's dead. That's right. Okay. Well, it worked. See you later. If you got to the end, wow, say hi.